This is what I watched, and if you want to, I'll give you a little recap. I watched SmackDown. I watched Raw. I did not watch the AEW pay-per-view.
I didn't either. Did you watch Dynamite? You watched Dynamite?
And I watched Dynamite.
Okay, I reviewed Raw with Vince, and I reviewed SmackDown with Joe. But if you have comments from you on
all right, just bring up one of you two. Just bring up Raw so I can remember, because bro, it was a couple of days ago.
Yeah, hang on a second. Hey, I'm recording my podcast. Let me call you back. All right. So what were your thoughts on SmackDown?
What was the first match? What was the first?
Well, I don't want to go match by match. You just tell me what stuff.
I can't remember everything.
You need to remember.
The first thing was the in ring with the Brutes and then Sammy came out.
I didn't like that.
Okay.
I didn't like that. Too long, and it wasn't that good.
Right. Then they had all right. Here, I'll just go. Hang on a minute.
Hang on one second. I'll be right back. It's recording, so you're good.
Oh, Ali versus Ricochet. They had Ali, and then Ali's got to have heat, I imagine, right?
Yeah, well, or either that, or they're noticing he ain't getting over, so they're just
beating him up.
Right.
And maybe they think they can beat him up, just beat him up, and they don't get sympathy.
Right. That's the other thing I thought they're trying to do, but that ain't working either.
Right. The Jey Uso was got the bloodline. He was Jey Uso was a little bit mad at Sammy for guaranteeing them thinking. Jimmy said he liked Jimmy and Jay were arguing over whether they like Sammy or not. What'd you think of that?
Yeah, I like that.
Okay. Madcap Moss and Karrion Kross. What'd you think of this?
Was it good?
I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I did. Kross sells good.
Right.
But he's selling good. But for his character now, the guy's getting too much offense. He's selling too much.
Right.
He's in sell mode the whole. So it's like whatever. I like Kross when when he was beating.
They probably told him to sell a little bit.
Well, the thing is with him is he should be in an angle with a smaller guy because it's a better story because he's a bully. There's different things. So it's his first two angles have been against big men. And it's okay, he's a big boy, it's a big man match, but I like him better when he's in an angle with a smaller guy. Because
as you know, I like everything about Kross. I like everything. Whatever Scarlett was wearing, that was incredibly hot.
Right.
But the only thing I don't like about him, and I did tell him this, and he really didn't say anything when I told him, was I think he looks way better and way more menacing and way more psycho with the short hair.
Yeah, you're not the only person that said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of true. Ben Hameen was saying that too.
Right.
That he needs to ditch your hair. But I'm wondering if he's keeping the hair because maybe Hollywood's knocking on his door or something, or I don't know.
You can only wear a hairpiece, bro.
Right. What did you think of the Bray Wyatt LA Knight thing?
I loved it.
Right. That's a good bro. Knight's getting over.
Yeah.
It's he's getting more over than Bray Wyatt in this. I mean, to be honest,
he breathed some life into the Bray Wyatt thing. It was starting to drag.
Right. Shotzi and I guess they're positioning Shotzi to get title shot at Ronda because she beat Shayna. So
I'm a big fan of Shotzi. Yeah.
Yeah. The New Day with Braun against Imperium. What did you think of this?
It was good. I love Imperium.
I like the way Braun was selling the chops. It wasn't selling big like the other guys, but it kind of aggravated.
Yeah.
And then Butch and Sammy, Butch goes over for that World Cup tournament match, and then afterwards they brawl. Roman, bro, that's I'm telling you, watching these shows, it's completely night and day. Watching the work on WWE and AEW when you're watching all three shows because all the WWE guys are throwing punches, and the brawls look better.
Yeah,
it says so they brawl and they timed it. Roman comes out.
The production, the storyline, the finishes, bro.
Yeah.
When he came out, that was perfect.
Right.
That was perfect. That was perfect. Right. That was.
You get the facial expressions of everybody. Here comes and he came in and they just laid everything out right. He got stunned and sold for Owens at the end.
And when they said at the very beginning, the guy that's going to be the surpriser, was that on Raw?
That was this show.
Okay.
This show.
When they were like, oh, yeah, the guy that's going to be the surprise, you don't see it coming. I knew who it was, and it was a good surprise.
Right.
Kevin.
Yeah, in Raw, they opened the Brutes opened up the show again, and then the what you call it, Priest and what are they called? Judgment Day comes out.
Judgment.
Right.
Did you watch this match?
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
there's some. Just you guys may not be aware of this, but I wanted to throw it out there for you and the listeners. Damian Priest actually might come out and become a big crossover star, dude, because they brought him in specifically to audition for what do you call it? I'm looking it up now. Sorry. Black Panther. He almost had a major role in Black Panther, but they couldn't get it together with the schedule and stuff. But Hollywood's taking a look at Damian Priest, apparently.
Okay. Well, I don't care.
It's a news show.
I was like, Joe dropped that like it's breaking
stuff,
news.
right?
Breaking news.
Beep, 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 beep. Like,
Right.
Dun, 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 dun.
bro, Dominic looks very vicious on his offense.
Yes, he does.
The punches and kicks and stuff. He needs to do that every single match. Get the guy down, punch him, kick, and just get up and just work the crowd. That's what he's doing really good.
You know what, D? I always thought when he first came in and stuff, like he has a young face. And I was like, oh, he'll be a good baby face. He looks young. He'll be able to do that. But he can.
Because he is young.
I'm saying, but he can transform like his younger, baby face looks. When he scrunches his face and everything as a heel, he looks vicious, man. He's got good facial expressions.
Right. I didn't see this on Hulu. What did you think of Omos and Johnny Gargano with the Miz and stuff, everything?
Here's something I wanted to say. This is a statement. I think Hunter really liked, because you said that he liked with Gargano because he does one takes. He's professional. Gargano knows what Hunter likes and all that, and so he's like a good hand to have. I understand that, but I think there's too many people that he brought from the NXT system, like Mia Yim, Candice LeRae. There's about 3 or 4 more that I can remember that really, to me, are not getting the damage control chicks that are not getting over it all, and he should ditch them already. And Johnny Gargano, to me, is a guy that good wrestler, good promos, but bro, almost should not have been selling that much for him. That's
right.
Number one.
Yeah, it's weird
that
looking.
match should not have been that long. And I'm sorry, bro. They're trying to make him to be like this comedy figure, and he's not funny at all.
Right.
But I thought, as much as I don't like Omos should have destroyed him quicker.
Right. So this is all good. I just want your thoughts. This is all one big segment that took a lot of TV time, basically. Rollins does his interview backstage, going over, it's
Right.
this is very weird for him because they obviously want him to be a babyface, but he has to stay true to his character. He can't just change.
But he is staying
And
true to his character.
That's what I'm saying. He is. And it's a difficult sell as a babyface, because he's got the maniacal eyes. It's like he's still kind of an obnoxious prick. You know what I'm saying? But they're trying to do babyface. So then they go to a Theory interview. He's cutting better interviews now. And then Theory beats up Ali. And after the match, Bobby Lashley appears on the screen. And him and Theory have a thing. And then they go out and, big brawl and stuff, everything and all that. So what did you think of this?
Well, I thought Seth was good. Obviously, like we said, the people aren't into Ali. With good freedom to Theory. Theory's been taking a lot of losses, and they got Bobby Lashley in the mix too. So This was good. It was a good segment. It progressed the storylines.
Okay, that did not make it to Hulu. Riddle and Elias versus Alpha Academy. Does Riddle have heat? They're doing nothing with him.
I don't know, bro, but let me just say this. Elias is crickets inside of a tumbleweed, bro. He is boring. He's stale. They should get rid of him. And I used to love Elias, and I actually walked with him once in Nashville.
Right.
And Riddle went out there and he busted his ass like he always does, and he did the job, which I was kind of happy because I like Alpha Academy.
They're doing JBL and Corbin are playing poker each week in the back now, and Drew comes in, challenges a match, they go out and have a match, and so Tozawa was in this angle last week, and he comes out and he grabs JBL's hat, and that distracts Corbin. So McIntyre beats him. Bro, that match went like 18 minutes. So I don't know. What did you think of this?
Okay, so last week they were playing poker, and bro, Corbin looked like $1,000,000. He was dressed like mini JBL. This week he's back to dressing like Nick Camarado. He looked like some indie mark guy showing up for a tryout. So I didn't like that. And then all of a sudden, Tozawa shows up, and I knew this is going to be stupid. And I was right. And I guess now that Ron Killings isn't around, they're going to use Tozawa. And basically,
where's Ron Killings?
He's hurt.
Oh, he is?
Okay. Yeah. And, bro, this buried Corbin more than anything. The finish was Tozawa takes off takes JBL's hat to get heat. And then somehow the hat lands in the ring, and I think Corbin goes to get it. And when he goes to get the hat, Drew beat him. I was like, this is brutal.
This is where it was stupid for me, okay? That little spot there where Tozawa is standing right in front of JBL. Now, they had a little issue last week, right?
Yeah.
Well, JBL should have slapped him in the face, and then Tozawa grabs the hat and runs away, and JBL runs after him.
Right.
Like, he just stood there and let the guy reach up and to grab the hat off his head and stuff. It would have been thinking like it was done in like a way like, you just smacked me in the face. Now I'm going to like punch you, but I'm going to steal your hat instead or something. I thought it made JBL look like a schmuck, and it made the heels look like schmucks. So I was not happy with that. So then they go to the main. Our girls Damage Control and Bianca let this whole Survivor Series women stuff, but they do a Rhea against Asuka, and this was Rhea's a very good character because she's very snug in her offense. When Charlotte comes back and everything, or they can position Rhea to fight Ronda, which they should be doing because right now, if you talked about who are the strongest female characters on their TV right now? How would you rank them?
Ronda. Rhea.
Right. I would say Rhea, then Ronda. I think Rhea works like she could, because she lays her in. She's strong, So I don't know. I think she's easily earmarked for having that belt. And then they do a brawl at the end, and Mia Yim runs out and brawls with Ronda. They're really positioning Mia Yim as like this.
Yeah, she's supposed to be the
character, right?
Yeah, the answer to Rhea Ripley, right?
Yeah. What'd you think of this, Konnan?
Yeah, it was a good match because they're both good workers. Mm-hmm. I hate anything that has to do with Damage Control, as you know. I hated when Asuka did her promo where she again spoke in Japanese. Not sure who this is for, and acts like a.
Right.
But this was a good match,
Yeah.
And first good match of the women I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.